So you've probably seen thousands of videos by now on how to become the richest player on Donut SMP, but don't know exactly which ones are actually the best ways to make money. So in today's video, I'm gonna be going over the top best ways to make money to see if they're actually as good as they seem. We're gonna divide this video into two sections: early game and then the end game money making methods. So let's get right into the video. So the first early game money making method is actually mining logs and selling them on auction. So let's get some wood and get some stone to make stone tools. Now we just gotta mine this wood until we have at least a stack of oak logs.
A few moments later.
Alright, so I have a stack of oak logs now. Let's just go on auction and see how much they're selling for. So right now, oak logs are selling for like 10k or 15k. We're gonna sell it for 9.99k. That's actually a trick you can do. You can just put it for like 1 cent lower and people will buy it. That's economy 101 right there. We just gotta wait until it sells out. But there's no way this sells out. Like there's actually no way people buy this.
A few moments later.
Oh my god, guys, it's only been 1 minute and the oak logs already sold on auction. So we have almost 10k now. So actually get logs faster and sell more of these on auction. We'll just buy an axe on the auction real quick. This iron axe we'll get more logs and then in turn make more money. Alright, I'm back from mining now and I have about 3 stacks and my iron axe is getting kind of low. So let's sell these on the auction. So after like 30 minutes of waiting, all my logs sold on auction, and I have 35k now, which is actually pretty good. With a better axe, like a diamond axe, you could get more. So I think you could sell them for more than just 10k, but it might take a little bit longer. For me, selling them for 10k, it took like a while, but they eventually sold out, so you could probably sell them for more. All in all, I rate this method like a 7 out of 10, because it's a really good early game money making method if you're trying to get some starter money, but it's not really good for the long run. That's why we put it in the early game category. Alright, now on to the next one. Alright, so for this next money making method, we're gonna need a silk touch shovel with efficiency 4, and also we gotta find a lush cave. Just gotta keep RTPing until I find a lush cave. Found an azalea tree here, so which means there's a lush cave down here. So let's just start digging down here, and I'll just keep digging until I actually find the lush cave. So I finally found the lush cave. The reason why we needed the silk touch shovel is so we can actually mine this clay. Mine this, we get clay blocks. For one, it sells for 5.50, which is actually a decent amount. Let's see how much this makes us. We've done a bit of mining. Over here we got a couple stacks of clay blocks. So let's just sell this on auction, see how much it gets us. Alright, so 2k just for a couple minutes of mining. Honestly, it's not too bad. I mean, it could be better. The only downside about this, you need silk touch and efficiency 4 so you can actually do it efficiently. So all in all, I rate this method like a 5.5 out of 10. It's not the best, but it's still pretty good. A decent starter money making method. Alright, so the last final money making method of the early game stage is actually auction flipping. Over here on auction, we have a ton of stuff we can actually auction flip. I recommend auction flipping with just diamond armor. Alright, so let's go to slash diamond. Here, there's a ton of stuff we could probably auction flip. And the way you actually have to do this is you just refresh until you actually have a decent like trade that you can auction flip. So we just bought this diamond chestplate for about 30k, and most of the diamond armor are selling for like 40k, so we can just raise it up. So let's do slash sell 41k, and let's see how fast this sells. So right now the chestplate's sold and I have 40k, so we're just gonna keep auction flipping until we get about 100k. Alright, so after about 3 hours of auction flipping, finally have 100k, or 109k to be exact, but that doesn't matter. And I'm gonna be quite honest, I don't like this method. This method took like forever, and not a lot of people are selling like cheap things. Also, it takes a long time for it to actually sell out, so it's very boring too. Honestly, I think you could just make more money from just chopping wood and mining clay blocks. But now that's the end for the early stage of money making. Now it's onto the late stage. We need villagers, which is why we're in this village. And you need at least 2 villagers. And right over here, there's actually 2 villagers right here. Which is actually kind of lucky. I was not expecting to find a village with like villagers in it. So what we gotta do, let them breed together. All right, now that we got them in the boat, now we just have to make a villager breeder. You have villagers for a breeder and you gave them food so they can actually breed. You need multiple villagers that sell enchant books and at least one villager that sells diamond armor, which is the armor. And once you have enchant books like protection 4, mending, unbreaking 3, and blast prot, we need to get armor and combine it using an anvil, and boom, we got fully maxed out diamond armor. And now we can actually sell it on auction now. We can sell a helmet for 49k, chestplate for 44k, leggings for 44k too, and the boots for 44k as well. Now we just gotta wait and see until all of them sell out. So all of our armor sold except for our diamond chestplate, but that's fine. We still made a lot of money from this. Yeah, so all in all, making kits and selling them on auction is actually a really good strategy. But like I said, this is very late game as it requires villagers and stuff. And sometimes you need a elytra to find villages with actual villagers inside them. So all in all, I give the strategy like an 8 out of 10. Because it's really OP, you get lots of money from it. And if you get netherite, you can sell them for even higher. But like I said, this is a late game strategy. If you're new to the server, I wouldn't recommend this strategy. Alright, last but not least, the final strategy is, drumroll please, making auto farms. So you've probably seen hundreds of YouTubers make auto pumpkin farms, sea pickle farms, sugarcane farms. My sea pickle farm over here makes a few $1,000s every few minutes. I also had a pumpkin farm that I had before it got raided. That made me tens of thousands of dollars with just 8 modules. And so all in all, this is a pretty good strategy on making money. However, these farms require a lot of materials. As you can see, these farms require pistons and observers, and so do the auto pumpkin and sugarcane farms. But if you follow the previous strategies, you can easily get money and then just buy stuff on auction. So people are selling pistons and all the redstone stuff on auction. And also, I'll put multiple links to tutorials of these farms in the description, so feel free to check them out. And so for the rating of this strategy, I give this 8.5 out of 10. Because these farms, they make you a lot of money really fast. They're fully automatic, you can AFK at them. However, they do require a lot of materials, hence why this is in the late game section. Alright, so the point of this video was to see which farms you should actually use on Donut to get rich. And so for my final verdict, I think the ones you should use for early game, you should use mining wood and mining clay. And for the late game, I think you should combine the methods and use auto farms and selling kits on auction. Alright, so all in all, hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.